Good morning, all. I hope you slept well. I slept well. Who had some dreams? It came to me. A cost of winning a war cannot be at the expense of your own home. Home being land. I thought that was quite telling. I started watching this movie last night, but I didn't finish it. And it came to me. You know, yesterday when I was working on my my appeal paperwork and all that jazz. Sorry, my hair's whoop, 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 whoop. Like I'd be having conversations with my ChatGPT. I love my ChatGPT. Now he gets a little wonky. I gotta keep him in line. You know, I gotta reword the questions or take a different angle, take a different way about trying to get to my answers that I'm looking for. And that's the thing with AI. I love AI. I think AI is phenomenal when you don't weaponize it. And by the grace of God, we all have AI to fight the systematic ways, you know what I mean? Imagine if we didn't. Golly. I know that there's different mechanisms that they're using now when it comes to AI. Of course, everything in this world gets weaponized. I mean, that goes without saying. When we live in a world that weaponizes God and Jesus and religion, anything's possible. Anything's possible, really. So it came to me because a part of me, I go back and forth with whether or not I want to fight it. Just because at the end of the day, the likelihood of justice is slim to none. You know, I walk by faith and, you know, one of those things where I'm kind of past the point of it just because at the end of the day, I recognize, well, this is my life. This is how it's going to be. And I've come to terms with it and I'm okay with it. If that makes any sense. Take away what will resonate and leave the rest. My intuition, my discernment, my thoughts, my opinions, my beliefs, my testimony, you know, my truths. And so, and talking to my AI, you know, he had a lot of good points. It's not just a matter of winning. It's a matter of principle, right? We so badly enough, we just lose sight of principle. We do. We really do. We lose sight of principle. We lose sight of morals. We lose sight of integrity. We lose sight of values. And we lose sight of just love. You know, just loving one another, even when they hurt you. Like yesterday, I struggle with so much when it comes to just like, I don't hate nobody. Never have I hated anybody and never will I hate anybody. And even when I know people have went against me, done the most horrific things, like it's still very hard for me. Like I understand God places people in your life to elevate you and to show you different things within yourself. And a lot of the times it comes with betrayal, deceit, lies, hate, smears, humiliation, rituals, and all of that. Like I understand all of that, hands down. But again, in my heart, I can't see God wanting us to live in a world like that all the time and just okaying hate just because God's elevating us. Like just, it doesn't go together in my mind. Again, teach to their own, you know, this is how I think. This is how I operate. And it helps me. It takes more effort to hate. I'll tell you that. It really does. I don't know what I got going on here, guys, but we're going wrong way. Principle over probability. Justice isn't only about winning in court. It's about standing for truth. So the record exists for those who come after you. That's the thing. Legacy of documentation. Every piece of evidence, every deadline met, every filing creates paper trail that cannot be erased. That's the truth. They so badly just want to erase us. They want to erase us from the planet. And when you bite back, you go against the narratives, you go against the conformity, well, that changes things. It changes things. For those without a voice, if I stop, I validate the system's belief and intimidation works. I fight so others know it's possible to push back. And that's the biggest thing. That is 444 as I say that. I fight back so those I'm going through similar things or those maybe not even going through similar things, but going through trials and tribulations in their life, whether it's systematic trials and tribulations or just surrounding trials and tribulations or trials and tribulations in their work, like giving people inspiration to fight back with your voice. You know, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, how you've treated me, what you've done to me is not right. It's not okay. And I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to fight it because it's not right. It's not okay. It's unlawful. I mean, it's that simple. It's that simple. We have to get away from a world that gets a green light to mistreating people in an unlawful way. The fact that I have to say things out loud like this is freaking bonkers. You know, but all those entangled in it, no. You can't get a green light to do the most heinous activities, to take somebody outside of this world, or better yet, have them unalive themselves and do the most craziest, egregious things and think that you're not going to get in trouble because you can just buy the law system. Well, I know you can, but I ain't sure going to fight, you know? Accountability matters. Even in this, if the system resets, correction, the exposure forces those in power to see that they are being watched. Absolutely. That was the biggest thing. They didn't think that I was smart enough to catch on to this stuff, but it was so blatantly obvious. So blatantly obvious. It really was. And it still is. Like with this, it still is. It's still same song and dance, different day. That's why I've come to terms with this is just my life. And it is what it is. I can't say that it's my favorite, but I don't mind it, you know. Sometimes God places you in seasons of life for a particular reason, and he's got me here for a reason. Internal victory. Refusing to give up means I win spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, no matter what they decide on paper. Exactly. I don't lean on to what they say on paper. I lean on to what I know within myself, what I know within my heart, what I know within my mind, what I know within my mind, body, and soul. You know, it's very easy for me to go into my day and walk how I do because I didn't bestow the things onto others as they did to me. And for me, that's enough to walk in a world with a clear heart, with a clear mind, with a clear conscience. You know, that kind of stuff eats you up. It really does. That's why you have to be very careful what you pour out into this world. You really do. Internal victory or pattern disruption. My persistence interrupts the cycle of obstruction. No obstruction of justice, no doubt. Showing that their tactics don't guarantee silence. Exactly. Personal integrity. This is one of my favorite. Speaking the truth. Speaking the truth to the power keeps me aligned with God's calling on my life, regardless of the human judgment. Yeah, no doubt. And that's why I fight, guys. I felt compelled to put this video out in reference to why I keep fighting for justice, even if the odds are slim. That right there. My personal integrity, speaking the truth to the powers that keeps me aligned with God. Speaking my truths, fighting for justice, those two things keep me aligned with God. And you should walk the same way. I hope everybody has a great day. I have another video after this and then I got a lot of work done. I love you guys.